Howdy, boys. Think you know what that is? That's tasty. Here's a demo of my kind of marketplace functions. And here's a dense market where there's all kinds of activities going on, different booths for AI to do stuff for big time immersion, I think. But this exact same idea could be worked on a smaller scale or a larger scale depending on the setting. So a a little military camp could have two or three activities, or an entire town where you could spread out all these places where somebody could go to the market, or they could get their car repaired, or they could go sit on a park bench and talk to another unit that that came and sat with them. Any kind of activity, really. So in this marketplace, what the way it works is there's destinations, and that's all these yellow markers. And there's a gun shop here, and there's a destination called gun shop. And here's a garbage can with the destination arrow, which will be invisible, of course, at runtime, called trash. And here's a destination called TV, where the guys are watching the TV. So anyway, when this fires up, these collection of markers are found, and there's a pool of destinations, and then you have all these people that I'm calling shoppers. So there's just a bunch of units that are going to wander around and look for a destination that is going to be randomly assigned to them, and they'll walk to that place. And when they get near enough, a routine will be called precise move, where it's actually doing play moves on them, or play action moves, so that they move up exactly where you want them. So like this guy, he's selling whiskey, and you want this random guy who's walking around, say it's this shopper number two, you want him to be on that exact spot. Well, AI never moves to the exact spot, so they get a do move, and they'll end up somewhere around here. And once they stop, the precise move will move them, very close to that exact spot, which is great because now we can commence with whatever the particular interaction is. So then an exact script that has to do with that particular interaction will kick in. There's a default one, which is just they come up and chat. So these booths, this guy has some tools on a table, so he's a tool salesman, and this guy has some flowers on a table, so he's a flower salesman. Well, I'm not really doing anything interesting up there. Kind of a default one is they come up and they wave at each other and they say a few words through J-Boy Speak, which are in-game voices, and and kick off some other ambient voice stuff, and then it'll be over and the guy will walk away. But that's cool because now you've seen, you're walking through here and people are doing stuff and interacting with one another. Then a lot of them are more involved, so a special script kicks in for Hooch. There's two places selling whiskey. This guy's gonna sell whiskey, and I'll show you. There's an actual animation where a guy drinks and he spills and coughs, and the guy says whiskey and blah blah blah. Here we have a gun salesman, and the gun stuff will happen. Here's a garbage can. You don't always have to have a destination that has somebody else on, has a seller on it, just a consumer. So the guy will walk up and he'll toss his garbage into that garbage can. So that would be the same thing if somebody wanted to go up and use a computer at a table if it was a military setting, or go up and fiddle with his gun, play some animations. So the sky's the limit on any kind of activity. Uh, just run it, see what happens. I set this up for a mission that hopefully someday I'll actually complete, which is going to be Last Tango 3. And the idea was our hero El Cajon's son would come here, and he'd be asking around for an informant to find a guy he wants to talk to, but he would then walk through here and see all this stuff. And this is kind of like a fair, so the people walk up and they buy tickets here, and the tokens that they're going to use are shells that are in game, and then people pay to do things. They pay for whiskey, they pay for the smoke, they pay to do the knife throw thing, and they throw down their colored shells, and you'll see that. So I'm just going to start it. Here's the player. So it takes a little while to initialize. The all those destination arrows have to be collected, and then all the guys that are considered to be shoppers have to kick into a loop and be randomly assigned a place to go, and when they get there they'll do something. So That guy's a shopper. He's moving around. I don't know what's going on here. This guy's the guard, and he recognized me, so he saluted. This guy's going to sell the tokens, and every place would have a little setup sign here that I never got around to making. I don't see anybody near here to do that, so I'll just go find a shopper who's about to do something. See, this guy's here. He waved. And nothing interesting's happening there. This guy actually signed up to play the knife throwing game, and he threw a bunch at that target. And now it's going to be reset for the next guy who shows up, and he's going to leave because he concluded his transaction. This guy's shopping. Let's see where he goes. Oh. Alright, this guy wants some. He wants a whiskey. He's got a whiskey. So he had his whiskey. That guy nodded at him. They had their interaction, and he's a good citizen. So he's taking his cup to the garbage. So another guy was doing the same thing. And I don't think we heard it, but if it goes in the garbage, if he makes it, it says 2. Another guy wants some whiskey.
Light that fire.
Light that fire. So we're using in-game voices for everything.
Copy that.
We already saw whiskey, so let's see. Hopefully somebody will come to the weapon shopper here in a minute. Nope. Sorry it's so long, but it takes a while for somebody to randomly show up. Speed it up. There's a trigger that would, if somebody starts killing people or something, then they will all bust out of their routine and go into fear mode or fight mode. Come on, somebody come and interact with a gun salesman. Here we go.
Faites le plein de munitions. Lock and load.
So the negotiation.
Prenez cette arme.
350 man.
Impossible.
350.
Light that fire.
Négatif.
Je bouge.
No. He said impossible. I'm not gonna pay 350. There's like 3 variations of that interaction. So sky's the limit on what you're gonna do. This guy's limping. That probably means he's gonna go see. This guy just bought a fish. And the fish is a stinky zone. That's why there's flies. And here's one of my favorites. Okay, I don't know why he's laying down. That was stupid. But and he lays down again. Fuck. It's barbecue time. And he started the barbecue. Let's see. We got porta potties. That guy just came out of one, so he's gonna go wash his hands, I think. Yep. Gotta practice hygiene and armament, man. That's using Alias's awesome freaking water script. This guy just went in there. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, sorry, buddy. That was cold. You got a fish. What the hell? That's kind of nasty. Oh, dude, that ain't right. Sorry. I guess you need your privacy. Sorry about that, boys. You can't unsee that, can you? See anybody heading to the doctor? No. What else we got? The key is you can do anything. You just have the guy go to the particular spot and then write a little script. This guy's gonna light up.
Go.
So he paid his shekel, and now he's smoking out. Now he's reacting from smoking out, and that guy gave him the thumbs up, and he's on his way. Oh, here we got somebody who's going to go visit Fatima. You remember Fatima. And he's in. He's like, yeah, let's party. What's up? Funny is, once you've written one of these interactions, once they arrive, they're very similar to the previous ones. You just set up a series of time delays with either speech and or animations, and something happens. So adding a new one, she said, "Get out," and he's on his way. That's funny. Randomly, he decided he came back. He wants some more. So here he is again. Why does she have a tape measure? And duct tape. I don't know. Alright, he's going back for round 2. That's none of my business. Alright, got a pumpkin salesman, which is fun. Anybody for a pumpkin? You have my old dunk tank. And they will totally interact with this. Except for that guy's facing the wrong way, so something went wrong. So I guess you get the idea. That guy will buy the pumpkin and then do that cool helmet carrying animation to take it away. So it'd be simple to do military style ones for fight back, which would be, I don't know, guys doing push-ups, sitting at a table, working a computer, sitting by the fire. Somebody could be chopping wood. This guy's gonna do the dunk tank. Might as well watch that. So he picks up some balls. And using J-Boy Speak, so he's saying, I don't know, frag out or something. And for some reason, that dude was not in the right spot, and dunk take didn't work. So that sucks. All right, man. You guys get the idea. So concludes the demonstration. Have a good one.